the Manistee Blacker Airport Authority monthly meeting. Lindsay, please call attendance.
Mr. Walker,
Here.
Mr. Becker,
Here.
Mr. Downs,
Here.
Ms. Goodman, Ms. Kaminsky, Mr. Peacardy,
Here.
Mr. Schrader.
Here.
All right. Thanks. We have in front of us an agenda. Hopefully everybody's had a chance to review that agenda. Everybody's good with the agenda. I would take a motion to approve the agenda.
I'll make the motion to approve the agenda.
Thanks by George.
Support.
Second by Jeff. Questions, discussion? All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Public comment. Anybody from the public wish to make a comment? Got Andrew on, Stephanie on. All right, no public comment. Moving on, update from our Contour representatives. Do we have anybody from Contour on?
Hey there, good morning. This is Andrew from Contour.
Hey, Andrew, how are you this morning?
Good. How y'all doing?
I think we're good. Sun's shining.
Good deal.
feeling good.
I apologize. I'm not on camera. I'm actually on my way to another airport right now, so I pulled over so I could chat with all y'all.
No problem at all. I think today we're just looking for a brief business update from you. Anything you need from us, and just kind of touch base.
Okay. Yeah. If you're ready for me now, I'll go ahead and go through it.
Yep, we're ready.
All right. Well, sounds good. Well, good afternoon, everybody. My name is Andrew Chevalier. I'm the new Vice President of Airports for Contour. So pleasure to meet you all virtually. I'm actually planning a visit up to Manistee up here, I think about 2 weeks from now. So looking forward to spending some time with all of you and meeting the team. But just a couple operational updates from the Contour team. So obviously, Manistee is a super important station to us, but I'll go over some metrics over the last 30 and 90 days just to report out where we're at. So couple really good metrics to highlight is our controllable completion factor. So that would be our delivery of an without cancellations. We're running at for the last 90 days about a 99.4% controllable completion factor, which is really awesome to see. And then a completion factor overall of just about 95%. And looking at the root causes for all of our cancellations over the last 90 days, probably no surprise to anybody, but really a top driver would be weather and air traffic control, mostly out of Chicago. So overall, the performance metrics are looking pretty good for us, but a couple areas to highlight that are really nice to see would be year over year, May 26 versus May 25. Our load factor has come up just under 8%. So we're sitting now over the 50% threshold on our load factor, outbound and inbound. So really good movement as far as our employments and deplayments into Manistee. So overall, performance metrics are pretty good, and I'll stop there. I'm a metric junkie, so I'll save everybody the pain of listening to me talk about the numbers, unless anybody wants me to dive anymore. But a couple other updates just from the Manistee team. So from a product standpoint, I know many of you know Devin, our station manager in Manistee, super great gentleman. I actually met Devin my first week with Contour. I've been with the company 4 months now. We were on a plane together and I didn't even realize it. So really, eager to grow and learn. And if you aren't aware, Devin's actually accepted a role as first officer with Contour. So he's going to be moving over to flight operations. We do have a really good team in Manistee, and there's actually internal talent from several team members that are interested in moving into the leadership role. So I'm expecting from a continuity standpoint, we'll be in a really good position. I'm not actually concerned at all. So I'm really happy to see Devin move up and obviously pursue his career dreams in flying. So that's actually our big update from the Contour team, mostly driven towards continuing obviously continuity and then driving a strong product into Manistee and focusing on the market. Obviously, Chicago had been challenging the last 2 months with weather. They've been hit pretty hard with storms lately, but it looks like the next 7 days doesn't look too bad. So we should be in a good position. But I'll pause here for any questions that all of you may have for the Contour team.
Andrew, I know in the past we've had we've had trouble with hate in Chicago. Has that pretty much been resolved?
Yeah, I can
Or-
actually. Yes. Yes, we have in the past had issues with gates. If you're not aware, I think most of you probably are aware, but we do gate with American Airlines and Envoy handles us, which is great from an interline product and from a guest experience. We operate right out of the G gates. Typically what we're seeing is when we run into IROP situations with, say, for example, the 7 a.m. bank in Chicago gets hit with storms, then the 11 a.m. bank rolls around when our flights come in, we do get affected. So I will say overall, we are seeing the gating performance improve. What we did do starting on May 1st, we switched to a different gate criteria with Americans. So we have periods throughout the day where we actually go up to a 4-level operation, which we previously hadn't been. And they give us windows that we can operate, and that's where we schedule within. Late evening, we actually go down to a 0-level op where American runs their, what they historically do is Contour's operation is, as long as we're on schedule, is done. And then American runs all of their overnighters out of Chicago to the outstations after our bank. So we changed in May the way that we're gating with American. And I will say that we are seeing a lot of improvement. I think my first week with Contour, I landed and then waited 2 hours for a gate in Chicago, which was painful. It was all weather driven, to be honest, but there has been historically gate challenges in Chicago. I think being a realist, there always will be. But with the gate theory that we switched with slotting gates and allocating what we're allowed in our operation and make sure we're scheduling around that, I am seeing improvement out of Chicago. So it unfortunately will be always a challenge, and that's the nature of the beast up there, but it is definitely improving.
All right, thank you. Anybody else have questions for Andrew? All right, anything on our end, operationally or facility-wise, you need us to work on, Andrew?
No, not that I can think of. I know that I chatted with all of you about the invoicing on the hangar, and I think we got that rectified at this point. No other concerns from our end. Manistee is one of our airports that's happy and hums along. We are, just so everybody's aware, because we do provide the de-icing to our aircraft in Manistee. We are looking at the upcoming season. We've already started our PMs on our equipment, and actually, we're going to be putting in new de-ice unit. It's actually, when I say new, it's not new to us. It's actually brand new in Manistee because of the volume that we spray up there. We've invested in a few new units this year, and we do think that Manistee is probably, with the amount of snow y'all get up there, is probably one of the best decisions to put it. So you will see a new unit coming in this fall. It's an Arctic Fox tow behind de-icer. It's a nice looking unit. I went and checked it out at their factory, and I'm happy with the purchase that we're making. So that's an update for our side, and you'll see that on the field. I would say probably late August by the time it gets off the production line.
All right, well, thank you for making that investment. I'm sure everybody will happy to see Old Smoky go someplace else. So,
Yes, we're excited to see an upgrade there.
all right, anybody else? All right, Andrew, well, have a great day and travel safe. Appreciate your time.
Absolutely. Thanks, everybody. We'll talk soon.
Yep, thank you. All right. Next, we have approval of minutes. We have in front of you minutes from May 18th. And hopefully everybody's had a chance to review those minutes. Any questions on them? If no corrections, I'll take an motion to approve the minutes.
I'll make that motion.
Thank you, Preston. Second. Thank you, George. Any other discussion? All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Right, got minutes. Treasurer's report.
Okay,
Susan, take it away.
you have your bills in front of you for May 26th. We had a bunch of meat and hunt that we had to pay for. Let's see. Corporate flight, that is our May payment. So hopefully we get that reimbursed back by the end of May, so we can pay the June one, that first week in July. But that's been humming along pretty good, like it comes in and out that same month, so. Just some Jim Leach stuff. Come on. Jim Leach. some of that's reimbursable back from the storm, so. And then that's it. And Orchard Beach is in there for May. I try really hard to give like a description, so when you're reviewing it, you can kind of see what it is. So that way, if you have any questions when you're going through it. But the meet and hunt should all be reimbursable except for the general service invoice there. Did anybody have any questions on any of that? Straightforward. Have your new advertising, the hosting, and then the new page launch. And then have your revenue and expenditures through May. You know, when you look at that negative bottom line there, remember that 600 and almost 700,000 of that is from yeah, your May payment. And then when you look at some of our reimbursements, which I sent some stuff to Miles that we're going to go over. And then next month, I'm going to try and project out the last 3 months of the year where we're at, just so through a picture. And I'll go through some of that and try to project some of those out so we can. I'll be on the same page with that. And then you have your trial balance, which is just a picture in time when I ran it in our system. So what I'll do next month, I'm going to have another column here that'll be, you know, it'll be for June, but then I'm going to try and really kind of tell you where you're at, like what your reimbursement is, if you're expecting that, accounts receivables, just so we can keep an eye on that. And I'll do that for the next 3 months to the end of the year.
Any questions on the financials? There are none. I look for motion to approve the financials.
So moved.
Thank you, Jeff.
I'll support.
Thank you, Preston. Further discussion? Right, we'll take a roll.
Mr. Walker,
Yeah.
Mr. Becker,
Yes.
Mr. Dot,
Yes.
Mr. Picardi,
Yes.
Mr. Schrader,
Yes.
Everybody? All right. Moving on to committee reports. The executive committee did meet, I think, just Miles and I.
Yeah, George was there.
George was there too. Sorry, George. Yeah, we talked about, we talked a little bit about the budget. We talked about the runway stuff. What else did we talk about, Miles?
Some updates on leases and agreements and economic benefits assessment highlights. And then, so Tyler had provided a request for a letter of support, which I'm still working through for AOPA, You Can Fly High School Aviation STEM program. So still working through some of that. And I think that's pretty much it.
Questions for the executive committee? Phoebe? All right, moving then on to new business, as we have no old business. Fiscal year 2027 tentative budget. So Miles, why don't you take over here?
Yes. So I have been working on the recommended, or submitted a requested budget. The county had gone through it, and so now we have a recommended budget. So what I'm asking for, I think future years I'll come to this board to get I guess consensus on a tentative budget a little bit earlier. So that way, when we present it to the county for their appropriation, whatever that ends up being, it's a little bit, it's been formulated and drafted and the board's aware. So hopefully you had a chance to review it. But everything, I would say some highlights that we have, we're really taking a look at our fee schedule. So one of the revenue line item increases that we have is landing fees. And I would say that that's probably the most significant, other than the transfer in the amount that we're requesting from the county for the appropriation has gone up from previous years as well. So expenses, I would say largest change there, there were some personnel cost increases. And then we tried to, Susan and I had gone through and broken out some of the repairs and maintenance for vehicles, the building and the airfield. And then some items that are under capital equipment that include some things to improve here in the building. So our HVAC controller, and then some of the geothermal pumps, and I'm trying to remember what else, but those are just some of the key highlight items there. So yeah, we're still going through the as the county goes through their budget process, I'll participate in meetings they have with that, and we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, this is not the final, it's just opening salvo.
So I guess I'll add a little bit. So Miles has been digging through some of the building, some of the facilities, just finding some things that have been put on the back burner for quite a while. And I think that this budget is reflecting an effort to try and get ahead of some things and catch up on some of that deferred things with equipment and building facilities and things like that. So we'll appreciate any support we can get from the county. Questions on the tentative budget? Right now, we're just getting something on the table here to start chewing on. So.
Yeah, I guess I would just add, so I do plan on trying to put together a budget committee meeting in a couple of weeks to review our fee schedule, but then also as discussions progress with the county, figure out, kind of how we could move forward with the operating budget and stuff too, so. Yeah.
All right. If there's no more discussion, I'd look for a motion to approve the initial tentative budget. Future negotiation.
I'll make that motion.
Is that necessary?
No.
Was it necessary?
No, it's not.
You're approving something that's not done.
Right.
My instructions were to get a motion. So.
Yeah, I don't want to vote. I didn't want to vote on that.
Yeah. All right, moving on. Next, we have hangar 2454 lease.
All right. So this is to execute the lease that Contour signed back in May of last year. It's hangar 2454. The hangar Ted Aaron's used to own. It was previously leased by Cape Air prior to Contour occupying it. So it's kind of, it's in the northeast part of the airport, in this kind of general area. So yes, the request is to authorize executing the hangar 2454 lease with Contour Airlines and authorize the chairperson to sign.
Is this the lease that wasn't for? a different one. I guess this was the one,
Yeah,
so we're just executing it now.
yeah. So
Did we send that invoice?
we did,
Did we ever get paid for it?
You're not,
not yet.
just because it's only been sent like a week ago.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
good question, so.
Questions?
I'll make the motion then to, enter into the, lease agreement for hangar 2454.
Jeff? Thanks, Michael. Are we roll call for this one?
Mr. Dowd?
Yes.
Mr. Picardi?
Yeah.
Mr. Schrader?
Yes.
Mr. Walker?
Yes.
Mr. Becker?
Yes.
All right. Next, we have reconstruction of taxiway Alpha.
Okay, so this is a preliminary design engineering work scope, that I had drafted a memo to, Lisa, County Control Administrator, with, some background and seeking funds to start the preliminary design. So since providing the memo and presenting before the County Ways and Means Committee on June 3rd, some circumstances have changed. Mainly the need to front the cost may be more of a safety net. Executing the preliminary design contract with Mean Hunt pending MDOT approval is needed so Mean Hunt can schedule the geotechnical and topographical survey work. So upfront costs prior to an executed sponsor contract may not be incurred, as it's estimated to take 30 to 60 days to have the geotechnical contractor scheduled to perform the work and provide the analysis. So if being able to execute a sponsor contract is delayed to the Michigan Aeronautics Commission September meeting, I anticipate receiving the full executed sponsor contract by late October. However, myself, Mean Hunt, and MDOT staff are starting to make the Aeronautics Commission July 15th meeting for the transfer of grant funds, in which I anticipate the fully executed sponsor contract by late August, which will further alleviate the need to front any preliminary design costs. I'm going to ask Stephanie or Andrew, did I miss anything that we need to consider?
Nope, good morning. No, I think you covered it well, Miles. I think the big thing for the board to understand is we were just concerned that, what we're going to ask for is, as Miles kind of alluded to, getting the geotech completed and our survey. And so that's where that $50,000 number comes in. So we just wanted to be sure that, the board was understanding that that would be the maximum exposure should something happen. We don't anticipate that because MDOT is moving, as he said, towards trying to get it still on the grant transfer for July. Worst case would be September. So we'd like to be able to get moving on it. So that's the reason for it. We initially thought we'd need to front it completely, the 50,000, but it looks like the timing should work out. So Miles' term of safety net, I think, is a good one, that it's just a measure of that limited exposure that we're wanting to make sure that everybody's aware of. We don't anticipate you having to make any payments on it, but if we did, that would be the maximum of it. I guess I'll just follow up. So the reason for what we're calling the preliminary engineering is so that we can get our arms around what the project is going to end up being. And the reason for that is, you've got your congressionally directed spending request still out there. And if that comes in completely, then we'll have to do a very expedited full design. And so starting this early really will feed into that well. And if the congressionally directed spending request doesn't come in, then we're going to be in a position where we're going to have to figure out how to separate the project into two parts and based upon the funding availability. So this will facilitate those decision-making issues towards the end of the calendar year.
There's mud.
Sorry, that's a lot for a Monday morning.
All right. So the action you're requesting is pending MDOT approval of the preliminary design concept, authorize executing the preliminary design engineering work scope for the project reconstruct taxiway alpha, rehabilitate taxiway alpha C and F, shift taxiway F, reconstruct the lighting, and authorize the airport director to sign. Is that still correct?
Yeah, I do plan on going to the county commissioners, meeting tomorrow, where they'll consider the ways and meetings agenda. So,
So it's not, do we even need to act on it tomorrow if this is gonna get covered,
Yes.
you know?
Because if you need it, then you have
Yeah.
it, but otherwise you'll have to come back and ask again.
Pending,
Right.
okay?
so I think for me, I guess I would just say, I think the emotion's good. For me to sign it, I think I'll have to wait for the result of tomorrow morning's meeting, so.
I'll make that motion, Dylan.
Thank you, Jeff. Thank you, George. Any further discussion? All right, let's do a roll call.
Mr. Picardi?
Yes.
Mr. Schrader?
Yeah.
Mr. Walker?
Yes.
Mr. Becker?
Yes.
Mr. Dunn?
Yes. Stephanie, when you guys design that, lighting, make sure it's plug and play at the end if we get that 1,000-foot extension in the not too distant future.
And that's absolutely part of our consideration.
All right. Exciting stuff. We're moving forward. And thank you for the support on that 50 grand.
Now we can talk, now we can talk about the gold lined hangar door. Honest to God.
All right. Next, we're back to hangar doors.
Should be able to build a fleet of hangar doors for what this costs.
Yeah. So this is the grant agreement that I've been talking about, several months now. So this is for the, T-hanger door replacements. So I provided a screenshot in my, report that I sent to just the board members here. So sponsor, contract is 100% federal, state with no local match, for this project. Also, once the sponsor contract is fully executed by MDOT, we can seek reimbursement for the design costs and the cost for the, 2 IFEs that have been completed to date. So I'm asking, to authorize executing the MDOT IIJA agreement number 2026-0580, grant number 3-26-0059-27926 IIJA for design, construct T-hanger door replacement, and authorize the chairperson to sign.
Looking for a motion.
So moved.
Thank you, Jeff.
I'll support.
Thank you, Preston. Any other further discussion? This is your 14th opportunity to kill the hangar doors, so. All right, call a roll.
Mr. Picardi?
Yeah.
Mr. Schrader?
Yes.
Mr. Walker?
Yes.
Mr. Becker?
Yes.
Mr. Dunn?
Yes. Just leave them open in the winter anyway.
All right, thank you. Next, what do we have? We have Mead and Hunt Amendment number 1.
Yes, this is the construction administration contract for the T-hanger door replacement projects. So the cost for this is covered by the grant, that we, just approved. No reimbursement request should be needed and no local match required. So the request is authorize executing Mead and Hunt Amendment number 1, construction administration contract for the T-hanger door replacement project, and authorize the airport director to sign. And
looking for a motion.
I will make that motion.
Thank you, Preston.
Support.
Thank you, Jeff. Any further questions? Would you call roll?
Mr. Picardi,
Yes.
Mr. Schrader,
Yes.
Mr. Walker,
Yes.
Mr. Becker,
Yes.
Mr. Don.
Yes.
Okay, thanks. Next, we have Northwoods Products Construction Contract. Manistee.
Yes. So this is the construction contract with Northwoods Products for the tanker door replacement project. I wasn't able to get the version that's signed by the contractor before the meeting. So that's why when I said it's online, and then I have a copy here if somebody wants to review it, but so this will allow the contractor to order materials. Project was bid in February, and we're anticipating construction to be spring sometime next year. So it was bid in February 2026, so NDOT could apply for the IIJA grant funds from FAA before some of the FY23 IIJA allocated grant funds expired. So costs for the contract is covered by the grant, and with no reimbursement requests needed or anticipated, and then no local match required. So the request today is to authorize executing Northwood Products construction contract for the T-hanger door replacement project and authorize the airport director to sign.
I will make that motion.
Thank you, Preston. Thank you, George. Who vets these contractors? Mead and Hunt? Is that right, Stephanie?
Yeah, the bid proposal asked for different pre-qualification standards, and so that's what they're meeting. I believe, Andrew, correct me if I'm wrong, we only ended up with one bidder.
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay. So you guys verify insurance and qualifications and all
Correct,
that?
all of that, yep, all their bonds are in place, et cetera, all their insurance requirements.
Okay. I'm happy to see we got a local contractor to do this, so, okay. With motion on the table, Lindsay, please call roll.
Mr. Schrader?
Yeah.
Mr. Walker?
Yes.
Mr. Becker?
Yes.
Mr. Don.
Yes.
Mr. Picardi?
Yes.
All right, great. Next, we have airport director's report. Now, get away.
All right. So we'll start with projects. So PSC application, we this morning received the documents that we needed from the FAA to be able to submit our full application. So I would anticipate being able to submit our full application sometime this week, which would be good. I think estimated approval is 120 days or so, so it'll be a few months before we see our application number 2 fully approved. So we're still collecting under our existing PFC program until the new application is approved by the FAA. Once the new one's approved, we'll go through and amend and close out our current application. I didn't put too much on an update for the T-hanger door replacement since we went through and approved a bunch of stuff for that. The runway 1028 grading lighting improvements project. We're reviewing the easement for consumers as they need to relocate their power line. It's in conflict with the grading work. So schedules and closures to relocate that are TBD. Eagle funding. So we received $150,000 to remove the existing AFFF and rinse the foam tank of the truck to prepare for the fluorine-free foam or the F3 foam. So we're finalizing the RFP, and it should be, so we anticipate being able to issue that soon. The air service revitalization grant, there's two projects. One, I guess, one's a combined project, but the runway extension and terminal study, and then also the marketing work. But the runway extension and terminal study, they're going well, and I think data is looking favorable, kind of in both respects. So hopefully soon we'll be able to have a report to review. May 14th, we did have a Cessna 172 landed all along on runway 19. They did go off the end a little bit. There's no injuries. They experienced a flat tire. It was towed back to the apron and repaired the next day and flown back to its home airport. So thank you to Orchard Beach for helping out with that. Our Part 139 periodic inspection, the electronic document review starts July 6th. And then the on-site inspection is scheduled for July 28th. So going through all of our required documents for that and getting them uploaded.
That's an annual inspection.
Typically, yes. I think for Class 4, they can sometimes do it every 18 months or something like that. So, yeah, generally every year. The city, they've reached out regarding expanding their water treatment building. Really, they provided kind of a diagram of what they anticipate it looking like. The administrative piece of it, we've not talked about yet, but as far as the layout, they've presented. Don't have any updates on leases right now. Marketing, the new airport website landing page was launched between last meeting and this meeting. So we're working on a website update so it's not just a landing page. And then MS Creative, they're working on the stakeholder list. I think they pretty much have that good to go, and they're finalizing the survey questions. And then we're starting work on with utilizing the funds from the 2025, the MDOT Air Service Revitalization grant. So we're going to get some new kind of stock media to use. So I think next week we're coordinating with Contour and TSA and stuff like that to get some pictures and video to use on the website, but other marketing materials. So that'd be really good. The car rentals, I just got the stuff for May, and I think they had 112 or 100 and something rentals, and there's a couple hundred or over 400 rental days. So good to see. It looks like, things are going pretty well with them. Air service update. So May 2026, there were 782 enplanements versus May 25, there were 651. So people are utilizing the service. The load factor this month, so the available seats was 1,680. With the enplanements of 782, the load factor is 46.5. There weren't any cancellations in May, and I say that with a caveat. So there was one evening where 3029 didn't come in that night, but they tried to make up the flight the following day. So you run into situations like that, but mainly due to weather at ORD or some mechanical, they had a couple of mechanical reasons as well. May performance, So there is 70% on time, 30% delay, and 0% cancel. And then a chart with the historical employment, deployment history. So that is my director's report.
We haven't received any other correspondence regarding the water main.
I've not.
field.
What was the work that was being done last week out there by them?
The FAA is installing a fiber line from the road to the DME equipment that's out here. It's that dome looking thing that's out on the field. So they're trenching in a new
Must be
conduit for
for
that.
some new upgrades.
It is. It's related to some of the air traffic modernization work that they got going nationwide.
Substantial investment.
Yeah.
Black sedan out there hanging out on the field quite often.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're doing out there.
Yeah.
They must have a lot.
Nobody asked.
Better not to know.
They're watching for the guy in a red shirt.
All right, anything else, Miles? Questions for Miles?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Well, my only question would be, so they're talking about, how big of a structure are they looking to put out there in the city?
It's about a third of the size of the existing structure,
Refresh me.
like the size of the steeple.
Okay. I'm just wondering if they're better off putting it in as more of a well house as opposed to something above ground. Just a thought.
The chemical addition building, the well's out. This is the one over by the road.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so there's more to come on that.
And you did receive 2 grants from the local rep sharing board.
Oh, my gosh.
Nice.
Yeah,
Thanks, Mike.
forgot all about that.
I just give him money.
He gives it to me and then I get it.
Close to pass the buck as you can.
Yeah, literally.
All right, Tyler, it's your turn. What do you have for us?
No updates.
All is good.
Yeah,
No news is good news.
yeah,
All is
As
good.
a rule.
yeah, so far everything's going well. Hopefully some other updates down the line.
Keep it surprised how we can support you. Okay, let's go around the room. George, do you have anything for us?
Not right now, no.
Susan, you have anything else?
I'd like to know what the 2 revenue sharing grants were.
It was the purchase of the F3
Do that one.
and once the F3 foam is put in the truck, we have to do output-based testing.
Okay.
So it's for that.
I will
Good.
forward.
It was right, combined, I think there were about 20,000.
My way before we give you a big check.
No, this is from previous check. It's always, we're in the delay mode.
Always playing catch up.
I'm good without that big check.
Miles, anything else for us?
No.
Preston? Michael?
No.
Jeff? Lindsay?
Yep.
All right, I don't have anything else, and no further business. I will adjourn the meeting. Thank you.